Hey everybody, welcome inside the Genesis GV70. This is an electric crossover. It's a very handsome vehicle. Let's take a look around the interior. First thing you need to know is this is the Prestige trim. That brings the MSRP up to over $75,000. So it's not cheap, let's put it that way. Now as you look around, you might say to yourself, outside of that emblem right here on the steering wheel, what car am I in? I think you could fool yourself into thinking you're in a Mercedes. And I think that's a compliment to both brands. There are some design similarities between them, especially when you look at just the clean look with an emphasis on screens. Genesis doesn't do it quite as overtly, if you will, as most Mercedes vehicles do with some of their very large screens. But still, you know, it's very usable and they're definitely prominent. What you're looking at here is the main infotainment screen right there in the middle. And then this is a digital instrument cluster. That's actually an upgrade as part of the Prestige package. You get just a little bit of a wider screen, which I think is nice actually. You can really, it's a good sort of in-command view for the driver. Up top you get leatherette on top. It's a really nice kind of cream and black sort of color scheme, which I think looks good. Let's see, everything is basically leather or leatherette. You've got aluminum trim in here. Coming out over here, that is you've got two different knobs. The bottom one is the switchgear, and then the one going forward is how you would work the infotainment. And then you've got some other things like the drive mode right at the very top, and then some, again, more controls for the infotainment right in between. Steering wheel controls over here. You can adjust the seats any number of ways. It's a very nice interior, let me put it that way. A couple other things I want to show you. This is the digital key. Maybe it's not exactly digital, but it's the key that you can use, the key card basically, to replace the fob if you'd like. There's also the fingerprint Genesis sort of biometric system in here. We've seen this in some other Genesis vehicles. If you like that, that's there for you as well. Overall, what struck me most about this vehicle inside the Genesis GV70 is just how handsome and clean it is. It's a good looking interior. I think use of the light materials for the bottom part. Then when you look up top, you've got just a very nice contrast there with the darker leatherette. It's a handsome interior, and I think this is very of the moment. It captures the zeitgeist of interior design for luxury vehicles. For Autoblog, I'm Greg Migliore.